My name is David Southwell. I'm the author of several books, including History of Organised Crime and Secrets and Lies. I actually really believe that the basis of dismantling organised crime, making an impact on organised crime, it's never about more police numbers, it's never about increased budgets, it is never about increased powers. If you talk to, as I have done, anybody who is highly placed in a transnational criminal organisation, there are two things which really, really worry them. One of which is tackling prohibition, because prohibition is one of the biggest sources of any criminal activity in criminal market. And it's the other really big issue for them is actually making business much more difficult for them to do, which is all about tackling poverty at a local level, tackling poverty at a global level. If you
Why does that make business more difficult for them?
Because you're quite often the very nature of organised crime is exploitative. It's very difficult to exploit those who are in secure financial situations. Criminal activity, whether it's illegal immigration operations, illegal prostitution operations, if there isn't a base of poverty, it's very difficult to exploit people. So if you tackle poverty and you tackle prohibition, you're actually undermining criminal enterprises in a way that increased police powers, increased police resources can never hope to do. And one of the guys I interviewed for the History of Organised Crime, there's an Albanian Mafia organiser in the UK, a guy called Zef Nano, who was very closely involved in illegal immigration, drug running operations and illegal prostitution in the UK. And he was very clear and very explicit that he would not be able to thrive in terms of what he would see as entrepreneurship if there wasn't a base poverty which he was able to exploit for prostitution and immigration, and if there wasn't prohibition for the drugs. And so for him, the two biggest worries were taking those away, not increasing police powers, not increasing police resources, police numbers. Those have very limited operational problems, which any big transnational criminal organisation can always get around by bribery, other routes, redeploying resources. Actually tackling organised crime is much more fundamental, and it really requires real political bravery by us as people to say, we are going to refuse to engage in allowing that level of poverty to exist, to that level of prohibition to exist, because those are what permit and allow organised criminal activity to thrive. You want to tackle organised crime, tackle poverty, tackle prohibition.